From the land of the rising sun, karate, the way of the empty hand. Ippon, the winning blow. Power, control, precision, a showcase of Japan's karate masters. The winning blow.
What's it all about?
To many people, there comes a time when city skyscrapers no longer soar sunward in symbolic freedom, but in the mind's eye close together, creating a battlement against the horizons we were born to seek. Such moments are valuable. They signal the awakening of that second self which lives within us all, and which recognizes the barriers we see around us for what they really are, reflections of obstacles we impose upon ourselves, obstacles which cannot be escaped by wandering, for we carry these hindrances within us. Still less can we break free with violence, for violent action leads all too often to self-destruction. Yet one Eastern art form, which appears at first to do nothing more than satisfy man's violent instincts, claims that its ultimate reward is the inner peace we are all searching for. How can this be? The answer to this question lies in the dojo maxim: always strive for self-control. Through understanding this, we come close to understanding the soul of karate. This place is a dojo, a karate training center. These people karate-ka, students of karate. The white belts somewhere show that they are ungraded beginners. Ahead of them lies months of training in the basic skills of their art. Beyond that, a lifetime of perfecting the mental and physical techniques that will lead them, step by arduous step, to unity of body, mind, and purpose. To achieve their aim, students must learn the power of meditation. Dojo master Stan Schmidt gives the order to begin. Many people start karate. Few will have the will to stay the course. In this class, we find Marion Honnett, a piano teacher, who has sensed in the flow and rhythm of karate movements a precision and exactness which echoes the mathematics of music. There is nothing strange in this viewpoint. Karate attracts all types of people for all types of reason. Neither does karate seek to change people by forcing them into a common mold, as white belt Derek Hare will discover. It merely teaches them to develop that which is good in themselves and to eliminate that which is unacceptable. For the goals which karateka seek lie not in victory or defeat, but in the perfection of their individual characters. The imperfection which prevents metal worker Gordon Richardson from realizing his full potential is lack of confidence. Through karate training, Gordon will not only increase his chances of survival in an increasingly hostile world, he will also, along with David Friend, discover new feelings of physical well-being which will allow both men to apply themselves more skillfully to their chosen careers. As elsewhere, survival in the boardroom jungle is the prize of the fittest. Fitness is often being measured by the accuracy of decisions.
Fly down first thing tomorrow morning, take charge of the operation, finalize the whole deal, and report back to us immediately you have the signatures on the documents.
Student Keith Hare has the inquiring mind of youth. It was through people like him that modern karate became established inside Japan, when, in the early 20s, Okinawan master Gishin Funakoshi introduced karate to universities in Tokyo. There it was enthusiastically received, and when the students traveled, they took with them word of the new martial art which had originated in Okinawa. Karate's links with the Orient are evident in the use made of Japanese terms in dojos throughout the world, and in the atmosphere of strict order which students are required to acknowledge whenever they enter their dojo. Before training can commence, warming up is essential, in part to increase the karateka's reach by stretching his muscles, and to produce the geri, or long-range kicking attacks, which are one of the hallmarks of karate. The legs are flexed and loosened in a series of ballet-like bar exercises.
Everybody on the side, besides stretching. Right, leg right up. What's your 14 foot, the heel flat, and turn your toes down. Push your hips forward, and straighten the back.
And so you can do the most sit-ups.
Their first meeting sparks a sense of intense competition between Dave and Keith. One as intense as the emotion which exists in the minds of these senior karateka as they work out on the makiwara. Karate philosophy reasons that in striving against other people and other things, we are also striving against self. Competition is thus encouraged, because it is believed that only through the constant repetition of exercise, carried to the point of exhaustion and beyond, can we build up the stamina which is so important a stepping stone to mastery of self.
73, 74, 75, 76, 77. Hey.
Right, one of your most important techniques is the basic punch. Firstly, I'd like you to roll your fists up, extend them like that. Roll fingers into the palm of the hand. Place the thumb across the first two fingers and rotate like that. Now, if you've done it properly, there should be a solid mass here. Your striking points are these two knuckles. Okay. Put them together there. Draw your right fist back slowly like that. Place it above your hip. Good. Okay. Now slowly forwards. Slide your elbow close and tense at the end. And relax again. Breathe in. 2. Slide and tension at the end. And breathe out at the same time. Remember that the breathing out is a very important point.
From the start of their training, karateka are taught breathing techniques which cause the body's muscles to contract on exhalation. The karate shout, or kiai, is essentially a sound accompanying exhalation, and the complete muscular contraction which gives added force to blows and add hardness to the body as a defense against counterattack.
The basics that we're going to do now, I'd like to illustrate it. Would you illustrate the class? Okay. Yoi. Wait. Will you care?
In attacking and blocking, stance is all important. They are the karateka's means of transport, taking him to and from his opponent as he weaves into and away from attack. Here, the forward and back stances are combined with the straddle stance, allowing sideward movement. In apt analogy, instructor Schmidt explains the importance of movement.
Now, just look here, please. What we're going to do now is semi-free sparring, basic kumite, which is one-blow sparring. People on this side will attack people on this side with what we call a Shotokan punch, which means a face attack. You people then step back, block the attack, counter. Take them by right. Face attack, Shotokan. Hold on, just hold on a minute. Everyone just glance here, please. Just have a look at this here. If I take this block away, look what's happening. His distancing is not correct. In other words, what he's done, he just managed to block it, but that could be a knife or anything. Over here, his legs didn't extend enough in order to get away. Right, just hang on a minute, I'll just give you an illustration of what I mean. Take the animal kingdom. You people, we in fact, should study the mongoose. You watch a mongoose fighting a cobra, and let's say he's a cobra, I'm a mongoose. Cobra strikes there. I'm not a mongoose because I've been caught. I did what he was doing. The idea is more transportation of limbs. Get away from that strike. There and then apply that counter. That is like that final strike. Cobra. Focus away then. Stop. In other words, get away first. But we try. Wait. Pick up the eye. Wait. Okay. That's how I want it. You distance yourself very, very well. That's fine. Now we'll practice it. Okay, on. Pick up the eye. Wait. 10 times.
For the white belt beginner, the goal is to attain black belt by working through the 8 student levels, each represented by a colored belt, and each requiring at least 3 or 4 months of intensive training. Throughout, the training is divided into 3 distinctly different categories: Kion, Kata, Kumite. Kion is training in basic techniques, and yellow belts hoping for an orange grading have to learn a number of these movements. Katas are sequences of attack and defense movements acted out against imaginary opponents. In days past, karateka practiced their katas to gain both a state of perfect selflessness and to understand the practical application of karate techniques. Today, students learn the practical use of karate through kumite, the type of controlled sparring seen here. Our group now have their orange belts and are going for green. The kion they learn is a series of separate movements strung together. After months of training, they are starting to put style in their action. At green belt level, striving for blue, style is more obvious. Constant practice has taught the karateka to punch, kick and block with increasing confidence, which is carried over into their performance of this blue belt kata. Confident though the students may be, in the kumite, the attacker must still call his blows before making them. Kumite, at this level, is used to improve timing and reflexes, and not until the karateka reach higher levels will they be allowed to engage in freestyle sparring. For the basics at 4th kyu, or purple belt, we see blocking with a knife hand being followed by a nukite, or spear hand thrust. Ease and grace of movement are now completely evident, giving the kata an almost dance-like quality. During the kumite, the attacker is allowed to deliver any one blow he likes without warning. This builds reflexes. It has taken a year and a half to reach purple belt. Now training for brown, where Kion begins and the free fighting stance is a bridge to the Dan, or black belt levels. There are changes too in the kata, which is now performed in the straddle leg stance. But more important than style is the purpose, inner power. The kumite changes in that throws may be used and the karateka are allowed semi-freedom of movement. With their brown belts attained, the students now set their sights on the coveted black belt. Reaching first Dan takes at least 2.5 years, perhaps as long as 5. During this time, an increase in training is called for. Repetition is the keynote, dynamism the requirement. Action must come from the hips, generators of great power. It is by hitting with hip movement that women and smaller people can overcome much larger assailants. During the years that have passed, the original class has grown smaller. Those who have lasted are about to experience their first gashku, where their character and physical prowess will be put to the test. These are changed people. Daily they practice their karate. Daily they take up the challenge of sculpting and re-sculpting their personalities in search of the perfect self. The way of karate is hard. The rewards are not material, and not all will reap the promised rewards, for to attain them one needs fighting spirit, that indefinable quality which, when things seem most impossible, commands a man to keep going. For over the rise could be all that one is fighting for. Gashku has been likened to the tempering of iron, which through successive immersions in fire and water changes the metal into steel. With its greater hardness combined with elasticity, steel is a far more useful metal than apparent iron. Karateka, tempered by yin and yang, the hard and soft phases of Gashku, will become far more useful to society. Seeming at once both out of place, yet strangely an integral part of the surrounding bush, a brass gong signals the start of the Gashku. For the next few days, this rugged mountainous hideaway will be home for the karateka. Its soul will become their soul in a communion of man with nature.
Our Gashku is about to start. We have a lot of work to do. We'll be having a number of training sessions today, and we'll be doing a couple tomorrow.
Training's going to be very hard. I'm sure all of you will make it.
And just remember one thing, that the main purpose of this training is to build strong spirit and awareness.
The flying kick is a technique that was used by the ninja, secret agents of the Eastern warlords. Its purpose was to attack from a tree or some other high point. This is followed by a special exercise which warms up the muscles for the constantly alternating tension and relaxation they will soon undergo. Reflexes must be honed to maximum sharpness. That club is heavy and is being swung with full force. A karateka who is too tired or too slow to avoid it could be hurt. Softly, softly jumps the rope. Agility training is the water which follows the fire of reflex drill. Changing positions every 10 minutes, the students enter the circuit. This will continue without break for 3 or 4 hours. A famous Japanese instructor once said, "A man cannot understand the blows he makes until he has practiced them to the point of falling exhausted."
Change! Move it, move it.
This is resistance training, practicing attack against a pool of rubber tubes. The principle here is overload. Released from the tubes, the karateka will be able to execute the moves with far greater fluidity and ease than before. Hitting the makiwara hardens the fists and builds up a mechanical action through repetition. As with the swing a golfer develops by constant practice, this mechanical action gives optimum force to every blow by focusing every ounce of power at the point of impact. To focus on the point of impact, the eye must be keen, the blow accurate. Both skills are brought together by hitting and kicking a constantly moving punch bag. So the training continues, blow after blow, drill after drill, hour after hour, until the mind is completely emptied and self completely forgotten. From this point on, the karateka is automatically programming himself to react to any circumstances with the correct defense. The karate way is hard. Only those with undying spirit last the course. But if you wish to ride on this road to gain, the password, friend, is train, man. Train. There comes a time, however, when the mind must be rested, to be given rejuvenation. This is the purpose of meditation, and trained karateka will sit unmoving for periods up to an hour. Any thought which disturbs the meditator is a stumbling block on the path to complete self-awareness. Considered from a moral standpoint, karate is a defensive art. The ethics of karate teach that an expert in the art should not attack first unless he has no other choice left to him. The karateka never strikes the first blow, said Gishin Funakoshi. This is a point which troubles Derek. He has used his knowledge of karate in a recent incident. Thinking back on this, question after question floods his mind. Could he not have avoided the situation? Could it not have been controlled by use of words?
Excuse me, Sensei. There's something that's worrying me.
What is it?
Last week, I was driving in town. Famished. Let's pull in here for a meal.
Leave the spot. What are these guys doing?
Excuse me, gentlemen. In my pocket. Just taking my pocket. Jack.
Split.
Pull out. I just want to fuck my car.
No way. We talking after you.
Listen, I don't want to fuck.
What
All I want to do is fuck my car.
What is he has?
What is he has?
No, well,
I don't want to
take
fight.
this little baby of yours then.
Pull out, man.
Make a move.
Just let me fuck my car.
No way, bro.
Excuse me.
No, sir.
Hey, Billy, take him, boy. Take him, Billy. Yes, that's Billy. No, sir. Yes, that's Billy. Boy. Okay. How's it? Okay, Billy. Come on, Billy, boy. Don't act on. Funny guy.
Only you know the answer, says the sensei. Question yourself and be guided by the karate maxims. Character, sincerity, effort, etiquette, self-control.
Come on! Come on! Steady! Steady! Come on! Come on! Etiquette! Etiquette! Self-control! Self-control!
The students continue their training with these maxims in mind. Carrying rocks, they run, pushing themselves forward to new limits of endurance. These falls provide the perfect spot for training, which is in complete contrast to the ideal footing of a dojo floor. In real situations, attack may come from anywhere at any time, and karateka are given the confidence that they can defend themselves wherever they might be. Apart from teaching the karateka to act swiftly and surely on slippery ground, this drill also hardens their feet. Through interacting with nature, the karateka become more aware of themselves, more aware of the world around them, and more important, more aware of the role their natural abilities qualify them to play in making their particular world a more pleasant place to live. This realization requires sound attitudes as well as a sound body, and on their second day out from the city, the karateka are preparing for a very different form of training, mental toughening.
We now have a test for you. You'll pair off, face different directions, and run for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you'll turn around, and I want you back here within the hour.
Please remember one thing, that the countryside has its dangers and its traps.
And we might be behind a tree to trap you.
For some of the students, Gashku has already worked to good effect. Derek is no longer a loner. Gordon's world is a different place, threatening and fearful because of the insecurity he carries inside himself.
And we might be behind a tree to trap you.
What did he mean?
Everywhere traps. Traps. Traps.
Dave, we'll have your competition to see who can kick the highest run now. Run out.
Keith and Dave, the student and the businessman who found a shared enjoyment in competition at the start of their training, discover that nature prompts them to expose their own nature. Keith has won that round. So far as Dave is concerned, that only makes him the better kicker. But who is the fastest runner, the strongest swimmer? For the competitive spirit, the answer can only be found through continual competition. A light heart makes light of any task. Derek's group, though they have had to run as far as any other, win time to swim as reward for their effort. Keith proved himself the better kicker, David the faster runner. Match by match, the competition between the men grows. Let the others wait. Kankusho, a kata done by a group in unison, fills the time for those who wait. The essence of karate is contained in these movements. Other kata, such as this hangetsu or half-moon form, have been developed for specific purposes. The hangetsu helps to create inner power, spirit, through correct breathing and the alternate tensing and relaxing of the body's muscles.
Go. Low control. Low. Smooth blending with hard. Hard. Mind calm, body active. Cool. Build up power. Ju, more. More power, more. Explode! Right now, everybody, we get to a very, very important aspect. That is free fighting. With free fighting, there are many, many nuances. And I'd like to go through these with you. One or two of the more important ones. Hey. Hey. So we take my position here, free fighting stance. Firstly, I could, through changing my stance, distance myself from this blow here. Distance away, and then counter attack to the center, like that. Another way, take this position, please. From here, possibly by changing stance and coming back at my opponent, I could avoid it. In this case, could you please kick at me? Right, let's go on to another thing now. If I kept static like this, and he punched towards my face, it'd be very hard to avoid that, or to do anything from this point. I'm very vulnerable. So possibly what one could do is to stop him in his tracks. Next one, where the opponent, where the attacker moves in, I rotate around him. Right, lastly, note he's a very big, strong man. If he threw a kick at me here, notice that I'm right off balance, I'm in trouble. One way is to move back, rotate around it. Thank you very much, Sensei. Thank you. All right, I think we should try a free fighting match for points, so we can all get an idea of what it's all about. You've done a little bit, but let's really make this an interesting match, a 2-minute match. Dave,
The moment has come when selected students will be allowed to test their karate skills in freestyle sparring. All of these people now have the required knowledge to deliver the killing blow. But which of them have sufficient self-control to stop themselves using this power, no matter how heated the sparring becomes? The choice is made. David faces Keith in a 2-minute match for 2 full points. Dave sees an opening, takes a half point with a reverse punch. Keyed to flashpoint, the contestants become overheated. Moving back in, David scores another half point with a back kick. 1 point up and more than half the time gone. Keith recovers himself, blocks, feints. Dave lunges in. Keith counters a flying scissors, followed by a downward heel kick. It's a point, a full point. The match is drawn. All creatures have within them the instinct to defend their chosen territory, to protect what is theirs. Only man was born with reason, the ability to settle disputes with words rather than blows. The great paradox of karate is that whilst the karateka have been striving to learn to kill with empty hands, they have also developed compassion. The great paradox of karate is that whilst the karateka have been striving to learn to kill with empty hands, they have also developed compassion. The karate-do stance is that in nature, even nature at war, there is a form and grace that man can use to satisfy his aesthetic instinct. Through using these forms as an art, yet eliminating their violent intent, he reshapes his psyche. This makes him a more stable and secure individual, and because society is composed of individuals, helps to secure society itself. Around the campfire, karateka discuss the meaning of gashko. Now is the time for final questions.
May I speak to you for a minute?
Yes.
You know, today before we went for the run, you warned us of the possible dangers and traps. You know, there were times when I was nervous, but I never found any traps.
So you fell for the trap.
I don't understand.
Well, the trap was that we set no trap.
Now you've lost me.
Well, I'll tell you what, could we have a little competition and maybe I can show you rather than tell you?
What?
This is a little kicking competition. Do you have any belts here at all? Could you get those iron boots from the truck there? Thanks, Dave. Here's an iron boot for you, Gordon. Let's each put one on.
What?
The challenge is clear. Who can do the greatest number of kicks over a black belt strung at waist height? Still puzzled, Gordon makes ready to meet that challenge.
What's this? You're using the wrong foot there.
Well, Gordon, we each had one heavy foot, one light foot. You chose the heavy one.
Gordon's lesson is learned. Undue worry stifles awareness, fools the unwary into creating traps for themselves. In realizing this, we come to understand the ultimate purpose of kata. The great master Nakayama said, "Conquer yourself before attempting to conquer others." He was saying that man's worst opponents dwell within himself. We know some of them as fear, greed, envy, uncontrolled ambition. While performing a kata, the karateka is fighting off imaginary opponents and systematically dispatching his inner weaknesses so that his true personality can emerge. In endeavoring to conquer himself, Sensei Schmidt is able to judge the merits and abilities of his fellow karateka. Together with others of like caliber, he now acts as an arbiter at the biannual black belt grading. The grading commences with a traditional bow to one's senior instructors. This signifies mutual respect, the respect of man for man, not the subservience of servant to master. As the entrants warm up, waiting for the judging panel to call them out in pairs, there runs through their minds the now familiar routine of Kion, Kata, Kumite. Derek is here, so are David, Keith, Gordon, and Marion. They have trained, sweated, and struggled for almost 3 years to earn the right to appear here. Those who succeed and who are awarded their Shodan, the first rung of the black belt levels, will have earned something of real value. Only 1% of all those who take up karate have sufficient courage and strength of character to win through to Shodan level. As karateka after karateka are called forward, the atmosphere in the great hall grows tense, quiet. These participants are at peak fitness. Their minds are tuned to one goal. Yet as they complete their required tasks, there come the doubts. Simply knowing the exercises is insufficient to pass. The karateka must show a clear understanding of self-defense techniques and exhibit fighting spirit.
Going to aspects of self-defense. We're going to create a few situations for you. Firstly, we'd like your assailant to take you by the wrist. Take hold of both wrists.
I doubt if Marion, if you've been choked, for instance, a person's going to put their hands around your throat. Will you do that, please, Mr. Gill? Get out, please, Marion.
Change positions, please. Right, Marion, turn around. Tony, I want you to grab Marion from behind. Marion, I want you to show us what you would do in such a situation.
Will you just please do Mawashigiri, demonstrate Mawashigiri, please? Once more. This is what I want, please.
The panel master wishes to stress the importance of kime, focus. Timing, control, and coordination of movement and technique are the necessary attributes. The consolidation of power in each of the kicks aimed at this pencil is sufficient to snap a bone in an adult's body. Through control, this force is stopped within a hair's breadth of the pencil.
Following persons have been awarded their black belt, Shodan. Gordon Richardson.
Though no emotion is shown outwardly, the inner tension that the students feel seems to echo round the hall. The judges make their verdict. A pace forward, a bow. For those who have failed, perhaps a determination to try again.
Mike Lester. Chris Anthony. Joan Grotler. Alex Califatis. Marion Honnet. Dave Friend. Keith Kaya. Flips Neyman.
A final checking of the scorecards, then the panel will disband for another 6 months.
Derek Kaya.
Sit down. Right, we will now begin with the initiation.
2 days have passed since the grading, and the karateka still wear brown belts. They have one final test to pass before being fully accepted by their own dojo's black belt squad. The initiation is severe, grueling. Each of the Shodan novitiates will have to fight all of the senior black belts in turn. Sensei Schmidt emphasizes the need for complete control. The formidable knowledge that these men have acquired makes them potential killers. This is a test of endurance. The black belts are trying to wear down their new colleagues, endeavoring to drive them to the point of absolute exhaustion with continuous attacks, strikes, punches, kicks, and throws. Through their breaking down tactics, they aim to create a new sense of strength in the novitiates. And with this strength and awareness that does not understand the words giving in, they begin to realize that their limits are inexhaustible.
Good. Keep it up. Right back in the center. That's very nice. Groovy now. Keep it up. Keep it up. Everybody, please line up. Stop. Solely. Hey! Turn around. You people have come a long way in your classes.
Got to go through a hard ordeal here. Just remember, the way is long. It's a long way to go. You did very, very well. Excellent.
In a simple yet moving ceremony, the instructors present their own black belts to the new Shodan. This traditional gesture has a very real significance. The initiation was designed to build, not to destroy. To build and encourage in each new black belt's mind a courageous fighting spirit that he will recognize as now existing within himself, and it will remain with him for life. The new Shodans have been honored, accepted, but in the final essence, this is only the beginning. The way of the empty hand is good, though seldom clearly understood, for your hardest fight, from life's beginning to end, is the fight against yourself, my friend.
land of the rising sun, karate, the way of the empty hand. Ippon, the winning blow. Power, control, precision, a showcase of Japan's karate masters. The winning blow.
Karate, the fighting art, with empty hands, we all take part. Let's move ahead on the road to gain, and never forget to train, man, train. We block and strike with a heart and soul, but the ultimate aim is self-control. Face 1,000 men when the time is right. When wrong, make peace, prevent the fight. You can never get it right without awareness. Yoy, you've got to get into the right position.
We begin by giving you an overview of the various techniques that appear in this video, volume 2 of the series. Right, bang, Sambonzuki, it's, ni, san, agi uke gyakuzuki, it's, ni, san, uri uke gyakuzuki, it's, ni, san, uchi uke gyakuzuki, it's, ni, Some. Stoke ukite. It's. Ni. Some. Ready. It's. Ni. Some. She. It's ni some okay. It's ni some turn. Okay, call me. It's ni some okay. It's ni some
4 Right. Right. 3段。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。1、